Hey there. It's time for Lost, Season 2, Episode 5. I'm hoping that we find out a little bit more about, what's going on with these other survivors who seem to have kind of a hostile attitude towards Jen, Michael, and Sawyer. Of course, I can't blame anyone for having a hostile attitude towards Sawyer, but we know that these are the tail survivors now for sure. I mean, we met Rose's husband, Bernard. And by the way, I had to cut a portion of that reveal out because the music, I guess, flagged it. So I had to trim that segment out for YouTube to avoid the whole. I can either go balls to the wall and say, I'm willing to risk a strike. And that way they'll let me put the video out. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the process of making these videos. Or the other option is nobody gets to see it, and I gotta wait like up to 2 weeks or something like that to find out an answer as to whether or not it's going to get struck. So the process kind of blows in some ways. You have to be very careful, and that's why I trim out things and dip down music levels, and I try to chop it out as much as possible, which takes away from maybe your enjoyment if you're trying to relive that moment for the first time. I'm fine when I'm doing the reaction. It doesn't affect me at all. Anyway, I had to cut that out because I got a little misty-eyed. It was kind of upsetting because I know you guys like to watch grown people cry. Anyway, that's why I like reaction videos, if I'm being 100% honest. Anyway, let's dive into this one and see what happens. Normally, I wait until the end, but while you're here, make sure you hit that like button and sub if you haven't already. You don't have to watch everything I do, but it helps me out, with the algorithm and stuff. Let's amp it up just a little bit. Take the channel a little bit more seriously. Yeah, here we go.
Son, what's wrong?
My wedding ring. It's gone.
Probably lost it in her garden, huh? If I had to guess. Or maybe when she buried the notes.
대학 때 남자를 만났으면 지금 중매쟁이도 필요 없지 않아.
Oh.
공부하러 다니지? 야, 우리 할머니도 할아버지를 그렇게 만났어. 그리고 말이야, 이 책은 한 번도 틀린 적이 없거든.
어떤 여잔데? 아니, 어떻게 생긴 줄 알아야 만나면 알아보지.
So we're gonna kind of get like How I Met Your Mother, the Jin and Son edition. So, I mean, that must be pretty far back, right? Before her and Jin were talking, seeing each other, and they were trying to set her up with somebody, I guess. Couldn't imagine that. Like, that's your worldview and your perspective as an American, or, most Western countries, I guess. Like, the concept of being in an arranged marriage just doesn't feel right. But in some cultures, it's perfectly normal.
오렌지.
오렌지.
너의 사랑으로 오렌지야.
야, 내 주제 결혼은 무슨 내 입이 풀칠하기도 바쁜데.
야.
They sure do whisper like the others.
I think they're trying to figure out what to do with us.
I think they're gonna eat us.
You're gonna help us get food and water.
What, we work for you now?
You're gonna do it because we have a long walk ahead of us.
A long walk where?
Back to where you came from.
Yeah, she's gonna fit in really good with the other people. It's kind of interesting that they're doing Sun and Jin's backstories here. I definitely picked up on that. They're treating them as one person, essentially.
All clear.
It's a huge contrast in the way that they're dealing with this experience. Our main group of survivors just seems to do their own thing, wandering through the jungle, setting up golf courses, just chilling. These people are like, it's clear. What are we gonna do? Like, apparently they've been through way more shit than the other group of people that we're familiar with at this point. It's just interesting to see how they're handling the experience on the island versus, you know.
We need to gather as much food and water as we can. We travel in pairs. You move as fast as you can. Don't make any noise.
Maybe you could just take a minute to explain to us. What the hell is going on over here that's got you all so on edge?
You know what? That's a great idea. Maybe we can swap stories on the road. Bernard and I'll gather the fish.
Fish. Man knows how to fish. I'd take him with you if I were you.
You okay?
I lost my wedding ring.
See what I mean, though? This is their struggle. I can't find my ring, darn it. And the other people are like just traumatized. It's weird.
Hey! Hey! You want to help us out over here?
저러다가 굶어 죽지.
Does it look like I speak Korean?
Fish.
Fish.
자네 시골 출신이지?
예, 남해입니다.
어쩐지 생선 냄새가 나더니.
Ow.
오늘부터 권진수 씨 직원으로 발령하세요.
Oh, snap.
자네 같은 사람들 절대로 드나들 수 없는 곳이야.
Damn. It's like, welcome aboard, you piece of shit.
For your protection when we travel.
So what's your name, anyway?
Mr. Echo.
What?
Mr. Echo.
Yes.
Mr. Eccles?
Michael, he just left.
마이클이 아들을 잃어버려서 찾아러 가는 거야. 그래서 저래.
And what's he trying to say? What's he saying?
어딘가에 살아있다고 생각하나 봐.
Walt. So she says that's where they come from. Michael's like, oh, that must be where Walt is. And just bails on his buddies. I get it. I do. But, I mean, as long as you know the direction, couldn't you come back and say, hey, guys, I'm going to go try to rescue my kid. You guys want to help me, you can. If not, I get it. At least give him the opportunity, right? Jeez. He's just going to run off by himself. Michael's probably dead. He said his name was Mr. Eccles or Mr. Echo. Mr. Echo. Echo? Echo? Like Echo the dolphin? Sometimes I want to use subtitles and then you guys tell me the subtitles aren't correct. The subtitles are a lie. Don't believe the subtitles.
Michael.
We're leaving before he can tell them where we are.
Michael. What are we supposed to do? Wait for him? In case you haven't noticed, it's every man for himself, Chewie.
Wait. Please.
I'm about to say, man, that's a big dude.
You're going the wrong way. That's where he's going. Toward them. I'm going to help him find his friend.
I like this guy, Mr. Eccles.
The dog did not eat my ring.
Dude, dogs will eat anything. Did you ever own a dog?
Yeah. Yeah, she had a
She
great
gave
dog.
me one. A puppy.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Popo.
Oppo.
It means a kiss.
Yeah, you kissed it goodbye. I'm never going to forgive her for that.
자, 잘생겼지? 학벌 좋지? 아버님이 이 호텔 회장님이셔. 거기다가 호텔을 12개나 가지고 있대.
어서 오십시오. 서울 게이트웨이 호텔을 찾아주셔서 감사합니다.
Ah.
No,
Michael!
Wait, no.
It's a trap. It's a polar bear. A boar. Whoa. Who that?
His name was Goodwin.
Others?
Or maybe Anna Lucia. She's got some anger issues.
Your wife. What is her name?
Son.
Okay, this is what I would have checked first. Check the garden. I think maybe when she buried the bottle, she lost it. Oh, don't do that. What even is she growing?
Did you see me?
Rip apart your garden? No.
I don't think I have ever seen you angry.
Oh, I used to get angry.
So you're not frustrated anymore?
I'm not lost anymore.
He said it! He said it!
How did you do that?
Same way anything lost gets found. I stopped looking.
그리고 한마디 더 말씀드려도 될까요? 비밀인데.
예, 말씀하세요.
하버드에서 백인 여자친구 만났어요. 6개월 후에 미국에 돌아가서 그녀와 결혼할 겁니다.
Wait. You didn't think I actually liked you. Drive her right into the arms of the doorman.
그만.
아니, 선 씨.
오늘 점심 고마웠어요.
This is fresh. These tracks.
Michael.
Yes, Michael. They don't leave tracks.
Wow.
왜? 무슨?
They're barefoot. Yo, that's how you know these people are hardcore. Trying to figure out the tie-in between what I just saw and a bunch of science nerds in like the 60s or 70s or whatever. Like something seriously had to go awry here. But yeah, these people are just living that life. Just barefoot in the jungle.
안녕히 가십시오.
잠시만요. 좀 실례지만 제 아는 놈이 급해서 그러는데.
Oh no.
화장실 좀 써도 될까요?
Sorry, kid. Got to piss yourself. Oh, you're just gonna lose your job.
빨리 쓰고 나세요.
Dude, your boss is standing right there.
꼬마가 너무 급해 보여서.
길에서 싸든 무슨 상관이야? 너 같은 놈들 다 그런 거 아니야? 아니, 뭐 하는 거야 이거?
그동안 고맙습니다.
Keep slowing us down, we're gonna leave you behind.
Go ahead, leave me behind.
All right. See ya.
Now that your tracker's gone, how you gonna find our camp without me?
Walk across the island, follow the beaches, and Echo's coming back.
Echo.
What about you?
No, ma'am.
You gay?
Funny.
Those two are gonna hook up, aren't they? I don't have any feelings about that.
Go back, man! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Are you serious?
Go away! I'm not going.
Okay, look. There are things that make sense, and then there are things that are just... You already know, based upon what happened with Claire and Scott, Steve, these people aren't messing around. They'll kill you, right? So you're just gonna march in the direction that they all come from, yelling for Walt, and expect, like, what are you expecting to happen? I mean, just the mania was understandable in the beginning when they took him from you on the raft, and then for the aftermath of that. But now you've had a chance to, like, you know, breathe, and you're okay. They're that way. Okay, Walt, Walt. She's just running through the jungle screaming, Walt. I don't think he's gonna find Walt.
I know they took your son, but you have no idea what these people are capable of. And they will not be found if they don't want to be.
They took him right out of my hand. Right out of my hand. I'm not going back without him.
You find Walt, Michael.
Can I see it?
She's gonna find a ring. It's gonna be right there.
Kate, stop. What are you doing? I didn't say goodbye. Son.
Orange. And that's the beginning of the story of how one horrible woman abandoned her dog. Okay. Pretty good episode. Wasn't super action-packed. We got kind of a glimpse at the others who just kind of walk around through the jungle barefoot, but they also have a boat. Again, I still don't know if we're dealing with one group of other people or if there's multiples. To tie into the scientists, etc. The Dharma people. We still have, dude, we didn't even seen the hatch in 2 episodes. It's like they dropped these bombshell things on you, and they took 4 or 5 episodes uncovering the hatch and blowing it open and going down there and the whole thing with Desmond for 3 episodes. And then it's like, all right, now just forget about that for a while. It's crazy because you don't even think about it. You're like, okay, the hatch kind of put my brain into overload anyway. So it was kind of good that they just stepped away from it for a minute. Yeah, I think Ana Lucia and Sawyer are probably going to hook up, probably going to do the dirty, do the nasty. I'm kind of nervous though about them getting back to the other people, you know, whether they make it there or not. But then like I said about Rose and her husband, like we didn't get a lot of backstory on Rose. So, you know, having this ability to know that your spouse is out there and they're alive, or maybe it's just faith. Maybe she doesn't have any kind of actual like cognitive anything going on. She's just, you know, she's just being faithful that he's still alive. She's just holding on to hope, right? That's one way to look at it, I guess. But with all the weird shit that they do on the show, along those lines, along those boundaries of supernatural, you kind of have to wonder. Anyway, I'm worried about her dying. Like, either when they get reunited or right after or right before or something like that. Oh, gosh. What else? Sun lost her ring. I mean, it was a cool little origin story there. It's kind of messed up that guy wants to like use her as cover so that he can go marry a girl in America. Which kind of left her in a vulnerable state, and she's out there just kind of walking it off, and then she bumps into Jin, and like that's how everything just connects in the universe. So that was neat. Outside of that, there really wasn't a lot going on. I'm assuming we have the meetup between the groups of survivors soon. We're only on, this was episode 5, so surely they get there, relatively quick. I mean, you can make it from the cave to the hatch in like a second, so it shouldn't be that difficult of a journey. Also, the thing with Michael, like, he's acting like a crazy person at this point. You got to calm down. You got to strategize. You got to use your wits. You got to use your brain. You got to like dial it back. You don't even have a weapon. You know what I mean? Go back with the others. They got some guns, right? Load up. But yeah, I mean, the way he's handling the situation doesn't make sense, but it seems like he's just going to go off and do his own thing. And Jin's just like, all right, man, I'm not going to try to stop you, but I got to get back to my wife, That can't, kind of seems like the whole thing of them being, joined together for life and being soulmates or whatever. If only she felt as strongly about the dog. Like and subscribe. See you next time.